now as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Good. 180. Mike 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. My time.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rudolph. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Pete. 5.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
So don't say nothing. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Foxtrot. Deep grip.
Again, it's Rudolph. He completes it to Treadwell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. On 1st down, this is Adams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rudolph in for the sack, Myles Garrett.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
58 to Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Shift.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Rolling to his right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Walk 54.
Mayfield on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Pass across the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A carry for Adams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rudolph. He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Good. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Pistol.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
15.
Once more, Adams on first down. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, baby. Say it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming. Under crush. Undercut. Hey, alpha. Shoot.
Here's Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the lock.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the sack on first down, Rudolph, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Protect. 180. Watch my board. Go. Right on.
They run it again with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 50 plant. Watch the run. Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
70, Indy. Hey, high 7. 58, Mike.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
I'm on. Watch the safety creep. 80 weapon. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
22 jet bomber. Go. Mike Popo. Come. You better bring. Blue draw Corker. 5.
Now Rudolph on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
8 read. Check 53 flat. 61 matchbox white. Joker. Ready to go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Set, 30 base. Hey, here we go. Topper. Check. 36. Shoot.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Cleveland. 63 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Here we go. Here go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Okay, step it up. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield on play action. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rudolph. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. And hey, wahoo! Let's go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to